This world is without reason and meaning. It was never meant to be. I knew this before I ever received these horrible powers. I knew everything was pointless when I lost my home. What exactly is there to live for? I want it to end. Forever. I want there to be silence. Come forth, Exodus! Come forth and destroy everything! Oh, I was about to say, did they succeed? Your name is important too. Yes? I would hope so. Do you remember it? No, I don't. It's because while wandering, you've forgotten the meaning behind it. That's what you need to find. Its meaning. Why it was given to you. Who you are. With identity, you can walk through fire and never get burned. Understanding this will grant you invincibility against a surrounding you scarcely comprehend. Do you remember your home, stranger? I do not. It is a sad thing to forget your home. It is where you are most comfortable, where you feel no fear, where you are most accepted. As long as you have a home, you are never without direction. In a world of nonsense, you will always be able to return to what you understand. Do you remember anyone you loved? I must have had someone. The people you decide to surround yourself with should be as close as possible. They act as extensions of your own being. Having no connection in the first place means you are whole, alone. But without them, you are indeed alone. One. And one will never be able to defeat two. Stranger, do you remember your purpose? I must have had one before coming here. I can feel it. One who has everything but a purpose will always wander blindly, comfortable where they are and lacking the realization that danger is staring them in the face. If you have a purpose, as you say, then you should still feel that drive to move forward, even if you don't remember or understand it. It's how you came to be here in the first place. What is this? Where is it? Where is Exodus? Your name. It's these characters. They were from one of those past visions before Peren was taken and had his mind wiped and turned into the new Coal Rod. Your home. Your loved ones. Your purpose. With them, you have a place in this world. Without them, you have freedom. Exodus. You don't want a place to belong? Not here. I don't like it here. Ah, you have no home, no family. You haven't even told me your name yet. Heh, tell you what. You come with me, and I'll give you a purpose that will take you away from this world. Until you are of age, you will be traveling with me. We'll get your mind, body, and social skills prepared for the future. Will I have to kill anything? I know about knights and people who go on these adventures, killing everything they come across because of purpose. I don't want to kill anything. You are against removing what shouldn't exist? Killing is always bad. Heh. Let me impart to you the most important lesson you will ever learn from me. That was a neat effect. You may not remember this, but I brought you here several times as a child. I remember. You told me this was my purpose. Good boy. When you are older, I will finally show you what I mean. But for now, we need to continue your training. Why did you bring me here again? Just testing to see if you remember things. Often children don't remember certain events, but fortunately, you don't seem to be that case. Now then, let's go. Yeah, good luck with that, kid. It has 999,000 HP. You'll be learning a very important lesson today, one that I have mentioned in the past. The idea of exchange. We'll be looking at some rudimentary examples of that, but... Are you paying attention? Hey! Oh, yes. We're going to the store. Yep. You can ogle girls when I'm dead. For now, we need to work on your bartering skills. Well, it's probably not Peren then, because as Peren, I do not have bartering skills. I was expecting another growth scene. Well, I think I can finally believe myself when I say you're ready. Do you think you're ready? Oh, come now. You're not having second thoughts, are you? I've been with you for the majority of your life. Out of everyone I've ever seen, I know you are the one most prepared for this. Peren. Oh, apparently it is. I'm curious about the hair color change then. This is your purpose, Peren. You will use the sword I gave you and cut your way into this other world. There you will... There I will what? I guess I just noticed how much you've grown since I first met you, huddled among the warehouses. You were lost then, ready to give up on the world and yourself. But now... One of my greatest weaknesses is that I've always been too empathetic for my own good. Heh. Why don't you go talk to that girl you met a few years back? I'm sure you'd have a lot to talk about. What are you talking about? What girl? Go live your life, Peren. Forget about this place. Yeah, I think he took that a little bit too literally. Hey, you're that guy that beats up scarecrows, yeah? I watched you a few times. You know how to use a sword? I do. Who are you? Name's Mira. You? Peren. Nice to meet you, Peren. For the longest time, I've had to take random jobs to keep myself going. You know, working at a shop, being a maid, someone's packing mule, you know. I don't think I was a pack mule. Sure, whatever you say. But that's in the past. I brought you here so we can make some quick money. I know there's bound to be gold lurking in places like this. Do we have to kill things? Why? They're just slimes and things. You're not squeamish, are you? No, it's just... No, you're right. I can do this. Well, good, because I don't think I could do this alone. What do you think? Cozy, huh? Can we afford it? Owner's cutting me a deal. He apparently needs the rent money, with his, table business not doing so well. Plus, we made a lot with the loot we found. So what do you say? Alright, let's get it. I kind of gonna want to make a note to go back to the first episode of this playthrough and see what Mira thought whenever we told her that our name was Peren. See if she reacted in any specific way. How do you feel about having a child? Well, I mean, when? How? It was just a question. I was thinking about it for a while. We have a house. Landowners were already thinking of having one, so they'd have a friend at least. Hopefully. Only thing is that we'd have to find some other form of work. One of us would have to watch the baby while the other brought in the cash. And I wouldn't want either of us to go adventuring alone in case, I don't know, one of us bites it. I mean, what if... What if what? What if they're not happy? What? Why wouldn't they be happy? Hey! We'll make them happy. That'd be our job as parents. Okay. Is she playing alone again? Oh, yeah. The little boy is in sick again. Poor thing. Hey, what do you think of this? Seems to be some jobs on the peninsula. You could go there for a while and get some money abroad. Sounds like it would be nice. Peren? Did you hear me? Huh? Oh. Yes, it does. Are you okay? Yes. I'm going to go outside and spend some time with her. Alright, yeah, get some fresh air. Listen, I want you to know that more than anything else in this world, I love you. That will never change. I promise. Why are you crying, Daddy? When you find yourself to be unhappy, come find me. What? What is this feeling? Where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you leaving? Do I mean nothing to you? Does our daughter mean nothing to you? I don't understand. Please say something. Say something. Say anything. Stop! Well, well, this is new. Very interesting. Ah, yes. Heather, aka Hetrana, aka the color red. And that guy. Well, hello there. How can I help you this enlightening day? Well, howdy there, partner. What do you call yourself nowadays? Ariel? Wow, so original. Oh! There we go. That's the twist I was waiting for. What is it? Oh, you know how it is when someone learns a betrayal. Fun, isn't it? Ooh, and that triggered that sequence of events. You can't do this. Please, just give me a few more days. I know I can come up with it. I'm sorry, you're already a couple months late, and we need the money. You guys are like family to me. Please. Here. Use that to get to the mainland. I'm sure you can find a job there and get a new home. I'm sorry. But you need this, don't you? Keep it. Would you like to find your father? Let me guess. Batari is Peren's daughter. And then there's this guy. Who are you? What do you mean? You don't recognize me? Or is it Zarnaya? Is there a reason I should recognize you? But, yes, I mean, are you sure you don't? I'm sorry, I don't. Do you know how to leave this place? You told me to come find you. I'm... I'm your daughter. Oh, it's Zarnaya. Okay. Dang. You don't remember? Orgaya says the sequence before this was showing that Mira was the maid that was arrested during the temple flashbacks. Okay, those images went by so quick I wasn't quite able to figure out what was in them. Orgaya also says, and you were able to speak to her during those. I think you accidentally skipped it. Yeah, I kind of accidentally... I didn't know she was down there, so I went the other direction looking for... What was I looking for? Well, I can't remember at this point. Probably to look for the kid, because he was about to get... Oh yeah, the wolf situation. Apparently one of those things that maybe would have clued me in a little better had I not accidentally missed it. I'm sorry. I can't remember where I was before I came here. All I know is that I entered this place looking for something. Who are you? Well, this is painful to watch. Yellow. I'm starting to get sick of that color. What did you... Who are you? Oh well, at least it isn't purple. Well, that explains Peren's red hair. What? Where am I? I'm still... a rabbit. You were gone for quite a while. I see Hatrana has branded you. That's very like her. Very immature. What will you do now? And that's when she was there and we saw this stuff, yeah. Met the king and that sort of thing. Batari and all that. Then came the point when our mind was wiped, and I have control. It's kind of weird that this wasn't here whenever we first opened it up. I don't trust you, is what I'm saying. This island has been abandoned for decades. Why are you here, dressed as a shopkeeper? Does it matter to you that much? I'm meeting with someone. Why are you here? Oh right, Karen. I'm looking for someone. And you think I'm this person? No, the one I'm looking for is male. Well then, sir, I'm not entirely sure where all this suspicion is coming from then. Because you might be working with... What in the world just... Dark Isle. But whether or not you're telling the truth, there is something going on. And I don't mean just with you, either. Lately, before you walked into my house, the world has seemed, off, for lack of a better word. I know I'm not making much sense, but that's my point. None of this is, and before anything happens, I want to get to the heart of it. I want to know what's going on before what happened to Joey ends up happening to a family I may end up having. And I think by going to the mainland, it's putting a lot of faith on a risky move, but these are things we need to know. So, how about it? Are we a team? So my wondering is that the mirror from Peren's past, or is it a fake mirror? Orgaia says Peren was separated from his memories and personality, and when blank Peren entered our world, pieces of his memory entered our world as well, and since it's the opposite of Dark Isle, those memories gained form. Yeah, I do seem to remember Dark Isle has some weird rules like that. What is this? You know, that cutscene went so long, I almost forgot that this is where we were. What is this? This isn't Exodus. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. If it turns out that this was the Exodus we were waiting for, we just kind of accidentally killed everybody with no way to cancel it. I don't understand. It was supposed to end the world. Why am I still here? Why do I have to endure this? What is the purpose? Why are you, of all people, asking for a purpose? Why can't I just die? Killing is always bad. Heh. Let me impart to you the most important lesson you will ever learn from me. Sometimes destruction isn't such a bad thing. Sometimes creating something can be just as dangerous as destroying it. You may end up creating something beautiful, but what if that thing is not something that should exist? What if it ends up creating more misery? What would you do? If that thing didn't want to exist? That was my purpose. I've embodied Exodus. The extension of happiness given form. Exodus is the idea of finding happiness in absolute freedom. You entered Dark Isle in a miserable state, enslaved by the things that tied you to this world. It festered, lost within Dark Isle. Out here now, it has become the opposite. As you have given the idea of apocalypse and doom their form, the body you possess has harnessed that idea and embodied the form of Exodus. As intended by Red and Purple, while in opposition, whatever form you wish for Exodus to take will manifest once the Geiken have been excised from this world. And this is the decision we were coming upon. Alright, let me think about this for a moment. First off, I was just coming down here to talk to you before killing Batari, considering that's what I thought my purpose was about to be. And I was going to make a joke about how that was not the final battle I was expecting. But no, we're actually coming up to this point. I was informed of this decision a while ago, and now I'm gonna make it. I need to destroy the Geiken. So, I need to destroy the Geiken. Got it. Kind of already knew that. We will bring you to the Geiken. Finish what you need to here, and then come speak with us. Hi, Rabbit. No, you're at a save point. There's a save point here. That leaves me slightly concerned. No. No. What did you do? Stay away from me! I'm here to free you. What is this voice? I remember you from this new life. Perhaps I will let this thing in my head decide. Maybe they know you better. I understand. I hope this finally brings you peace, Batari. Peace. Saving again, just in case. Are you ready for your confrontation? Okay, well, yes, we are having a final battle. I'm ready. Very well. Brace yourself. Your prey approaches. Heh. Good luck, Lunchbox. I am so confused by you people. Okay, let's see here. I guess all I got is my healing ability. I also have something else on hand. Cause mana regeneration in half, I know there's that. Health regenerate. This can be stacked. In fact, I'm kind of wondering if it can be doubly stacked. Don't know. So Apocalypse and Doom are here. We weren't entirely expecting Doom to be here. Just Apocalypse and somebody else. At this point, I forget who, because I'm kind of distracted by fighting, and I'm being like knocked all over the battlefield here, and it's kind of, it's not very good. You know what? I got this. This'll help. You guys really need to stop knocking me all over the battlefield. And so the hero vanquishes the greatest evil this world has ever known. It's death. Well done, hero. You've accomplished something mighty here today. I'm sure you're deserving of revels and rest. This night was a victory for mortal kind and your world. One for peace and tranquility. No longer shall you be preyed upon by tyrants and madmen hell-bent on your death. Enough. I know about you, Red. Dang it. Now? Having trouble wrestling control? Try being more direct. It's always worked for me. What? No, she's kind of a jerk, and I'm hoping that by choosing this decision I don't wind up ending the world anyway, but she kind of blew up an entire countryside, and I kind of want to hold her accountable for that. You... I know about you. Purple told me everything. I know what I am and what you've turned me into. Heh, so forward. Yes, we've been vouching for you to succeed at removing those annoyances. And I created this world, and I intend to cleanse it of all traitorous forces. You're alive, are you not? You should be more grateful. Unfortunately, I do not see the gray-haired man with you. Or anywhere for that matter. Sol was his name? You must know how dangerous his existence is to the stability of this world. He cannot be allowed to survive. I was going to ask you to remove him for me, but I see that you deserve a long rest. Perhaps rejoin your companions and flee. Pleius will need to be reconstructed, and in the process of doing this, everything will need to be reset. As the hero of this world, it would be awful if you were stuck in the mayhem. Your companions have already scoped out a wonderful little island to live on. Pleius' reconstruction will take a long time. Far longer than any of you will live. So enjoy the rest of your life, hero. And to the one controlling the body, you have to understand. Sometimes it takes cruelty to keep something alive. If not for my iron fist, everyone would die simply because one felt being sad about a dying too. Or one being felt sad about a dying too. Are Gray's and Prism's love more important than a common couple that once lived here? If ever you find yourself in a situation like this again, you have to ask yourself, what do you think should truly exist? Do you have the courage and resolve to be the judge of that? And finally, we return to this. All relevant data has run its course. No further records of the Halcyon in reference or form. Understood. Q termination process. Not entirely sure I like where this is going. Hey, Peren, what? Are you taking a nap? Hmm? Ah, might be. Poor fellow needs it. Wait, look at his eyes! Whoa, you're right. They're closed? Hey, he's not breathing. Crap. Has he always needed to breathe? He's not responding. Someone get Lawrence! Hurry! Hang in there, Peren. Just hang in there. Please. Well, that's an ending. Well, on the one hand, this world was not entirely a dream, so Peren's death in the quote-unquote real world did not suddenly result in this world ending. At the same time, there was clearly some sort of connection there. Not entirely sure what that connection was. Although there is the matter with Ratton. Was Ratton like a vision of the Doctor? I don't know. There's a lot of confusion going on here. But then again, this is me we're talking about. However, in this case, I feel like I'm not entirely alone with this confusion. Well, I know there's sequels being made, at least one sequel being made. Maybe the sequel will answer some questions. Overall, well, you know, I'm going to make this analogy first off. Have you ever seen the movie Sucker Punched? I'm feeling a little sucker punched again with this ending. I won't spoil the movie if you haven't seen it. But, oh boy, the ending of that one. You might be able to make some similarities of why I am able to make that connection in this situation. Orgaya says, I will say you are able to receive answers the more you choose to deny. Yeah, that whole situation where I chose to say yes for the fun of it, definitely kind of feeling like I shouldn't have done that. By the way, in case anybody is wondering, there is definitely no music playing during this. Which is just as well. I feel like if there were music playing during this, it would be copyrighted, and therefore would be really messing with the video in regards to that right now. But, anyway, I will say, This was definitely a really good game. Definitely recommend it to those who want to try it out, especially for the sake of checking out the things that I missed, the optional sub-quests, some of the options that change the course of the story. If there's one thing that I definitely regret with this game, it's definitely going into that house, or rather the fact that I didn't go into that house back in Dark Isle. I was not expecting to be booted out of Dark Isle whenever I went back to not Drake. I said, if there's one thing that I gotta complain about this game, there's definitely the occasional nitpick and the occasional glitch, but if there's one thing that I gotta say, you know what it is? Name tags. This game really needed name tags. Safe ending, 1 out of 6. I'm pretty sure this is not the best ending, so I'm guessing that actually means I got the worst ending. Oh hey, is Peren being reborn as a horse? I'd be okay with that. And that's what I'm going to assume. So according to our Gaia, the 6 endings are safe ending, happy ending, utopia ending, union ending, truth ending, and canon ending. Man, I wish I was more popular right now. Not for the sake of popularity, but because there really needs to be more people playing the game. In fact, let me go ahead and throw this link in here. I don't know if anybody else is watching right now besides Orgaia. No, it seems right now Orgaia is my only viewer. But just in case somebody stumbles upon this series in the future, there's a link. And of course, those of you watching this at YouTube, I at least have the link in the description of every video. Orgaia says the sequel continues off the canon ending. Yeah, I kind of figured on that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.